In this episode of our secondhand 79 build, we reveal the cruiser's new colour, chat with Tim about the design, and meet the team beginning production on the new setup. Righto, what's the go, Tim?
Mate, we are off to Dangar Bodyworks this morning to get the big 79 refreshed, repainted. The colour has been decided, and I think it should look pretty special when it's all done and dusted. So we'll see how she goes. The guys over there do an excellent job, so let's see what they do.
Dangar Bodyworks are located about 5 minutes down the road from us, right here in Newcastle. We use them for all of our builds that option on 2-pack paint onto the trays and canopies. Like us, they have been super busy lately. They warned us that it might be a little bit of a wait, but they got it out as quickly as they could.
3 weeks later.
So I'm just locking Jack Boy in. I had to replace Jack O with someone a little more charismatic, you know, so the big fella's here today. Come on, buddy.
Righto, where are we off to today, Tim?
Mate, we are off to Dangar Bodyworks to pick up the freshly painted 79 series single cab. I'm very excited to see how it all turns out. The colour, oof, it's my favourite colour. I've seen a photo, but you haven't, so.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I know. Ooh, doggy dog. Rightio. It should be a Toyota colour. I know. Like. It's not me that needs to be excited, it's Harry. Jackie boy, have a look at this. Look at Dad's new truck, mate. It has his new truck. Oh, holy dooly. That looks so good. Yes. How good is that gonna look? Looks good with the bonnet scoop black, eh? Yeah. Ah. How good is that going to look?
That is unreal.
That's so awesome.
Looks good, eh?
Yeah, it looks rad. I'd rate the colour hard. That looks so good. I guess we're going to look with all of the ebony. We're going to paint all the tray and everything in that ebony black, that wrinkly black. Yeah. And then the door, we can bring the doors back over for the boxes. What do you reckon, Hazza?
I love it. It's unreal.
It's good, eh? It's too nice to trash.
Just as well you're close by.
Yeah, we're a body shop, that's what we do, mate. Yeah.
So just to clarify a couple of questions we've received about the paint. Yes, we agree that it's not a necessity when building a vehicle. In our case, however, we will be using the vehicle at shows and on trips that will be seen online. We feel we needed a fresh start in order to get the vehicle sign written, but we appreciate not everyone thinking of doing the same will opt for fresh paint. In order to keep things transparent, in the final episode we will include 2 figures, one with paint and one without. The new paint job and the windscreen set us back about $8,000 and it was worth every cent. So we picked the car up a couple of days ago from Dangar Bodyworks and still looking at it. I mean, Matt does a phenomenal job.
Yeah, the boys have, we like they're cracked on. It's unreal. It looks really, really good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm excited to see how it all turns out. Really, yeah. It's going to be awesome.
It's going to start happening very quickly.
Yeah.
Now, so.
Yeah. And the Nardo grey. You like the Nardo grey now?
Yeah. I mean, at the start I was a little bit, I'm not too sure.
Yeah,
but now, after seeing it in person, it's going to be something really unique.
Yeah, I'm stoked with it. It looks fat. It looks unreal.
So good.
Yeah.
Look, basically, what we're going to do now is we're going to run through a couple of different models of the tray and canopy setup we're going to be putting on the back of the cruiser. The setup is basically going to be a 2400 single cab tray with a 1600 canopy on the back of that. That's going to allow us a little bit of versatile tray space at the rear because we want to set it up for remote touring as well.
So turn into a bit of a tourer, keep the weight distribution nice and even, give us a bit of tray space for firewood, put your puppy dog back there if you want. You probably fit a dirt bike up there if you really felt the urge, so it'd be good. So running through, basically we've got our full length single cab tray with the front and rear boxes, flared guards. You can see in here we've got the headboard water tank, the poly one, and we've also got a 70 litre under tray poly tank as well. So water storage is not going to be an issue at all.
100 litres is heaps.
Yeah, 100%, with the pump and everything, so it's going to be mint.
Yeah, when you consider you've got 100 litres of water, but you're also carrying 180 litres of diesel in the factory tanks, plus you've got the option to run either 40 extra litres of diesel or 40 extra litres of water in the 2 jerry cans on the rear wall.
Yeah,
so you've got plenty of liquid.
Yeah, swinging around the back, we've got the 35 on the back, and then we're going to run with the 2 jerry cans, so they're nice and neat. Short sideboards give you that little bit of bed space at the back there. Unreal. We've got the big trundle underneath and the water tanks as well, the standard lights. We're going with our multi-rack system here, so it's going to look pretty schmick.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Internally, we've gone with the 130 litre Bushman's upright fridge. I want to try an upright in this one. We don't normally run them in our vehicles, but try the upright. They're a much lighter arrangement rather than choosing the traditional slide and everything. You can't always stack them as well with food, but I think if we're going to do some big trips, we'll end up just putting a freezer, smaller 40 litre freezer, one on the other side, just not on a drop slide.
Yeah. One advantage, I guess, of the upright as well is they're not as deep, so you do get like a nice little battery alcove in the back there directly behind it without intruding as far onto the other side of the canopy as well.
Yeah, so you can see here it's wide open in the back here, and yeah, you've got plenty of space like we do with the Ram and the other ones. We like to leave this side as open as we can. Just fit all your gear in there. Like there's no point in filling it up with shelves and drawers, because you can't fit everything in drawers and shelves all the time. We did put, because the cruiser canopies are higher, we did put one of the drop shelves in there, so that one's nearly full length as well. So that'll give you a nice bit of space for a little bit extra storage, camp chairs and bits and pieces. So like 1500 trundle plus the drop shelf in there, you're going to have room for tables, chairs, whatever else you need to put up in there and out of the way, and then still have all the same modular system. So we've got a new pantry design that we've just finished working on, and we're going to run that in this one as well. So this is a pantry, slides out, comes with a chopping board, bottle opener, all the little bits and pieces, nice and easy, somewhere to store cans and all the rest of it. And that slips in next to the Bushmans. So when you're working with the Bushmans, you just open the fridge door and you're not pulling out the drop slide and then trying to fight your way around it. You can just open the door and then work on the bench and everything in the same spot. You've got places to put things down. That's something that we've found has been a bit of a trick after doing a few of the trips. So that'll be really cool. So that little one will become a standard line item for us very shortly.
We're excited to test it, put it through its paces, and see what it can do.
And then just the shorter, the drawer with the traditional little pull-out table underneath there for prepping.
Yeah, it should make the whole thing very, very easy to cook out of.
Yeah, just you just want, if you're moving things to get to things, I just don't think it's really the right arrangement, hey? So, yeah. Other than that, mate, having plenty of water, we're going to fit a compressor up in the box. Traditionally, when we put them down underneath, that just makes it awesome for storage. Like, you've got more than enough storage, really, for what you're going to need.
Definitely.
If you need more storage, you're taking too many things, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. That's good.
And then just using the roof rack, we'll mount a solar panel up here. So I guess that brings us around to electrical. We're going to put a red arc system through this one, so try something a bit different for us. We haven't done a red arc before, which will be awesome. So that'll have the Manager 30. It's a super neat little system. So
it's a full Red Vision TVMS. We have a 2000 watt inverter and plenty of lithium battery storage and plenty of solar panel wattage on the roof as well.
Yeah.
So.
It's going to be unreal. It's going to be a really tidy little unit, and then the colour scheme as well. So the canopy and tray and everything's one colour, and I think we'll match the doors on the tray to the doors on the under tray boxes and the canopy to the car colour of the car.
Yeah, and even Matt was thinking that's going to look schmick.
Ebony black, everything else. So that really hard wearing powder coat's got a bit of texture to it. So if you've seen As Ventures one, it's going to be
very
similar colour to that. It'll be unreal. I think other than that, it's going to be a tidy little unit. a hell of a cruiser. I'm
Be
excited.
keen, put it through its paces.
Yeah, just need an auto box now. It's got a ways to go, but we're going to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, really looking forward to you guys seeing and getting some feedback for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think the boys on the shop floor are just about to start putting it together, starting to go down the line. So I reckon we head down there and start following it down the production line, and I guess show you guys exactly what happens when we build a tray and canopy here. The entire transformation process for our trays and canopies occurs right here in our workshop in Mayfield. We've invested heavily in machinery, and we're about to massively ramp up our production capabilities over the next 12 months. The cruiser tray and canopy will gradually make its way through each station over several days, taking shape before being fitted to the vehicle.
Every day here at MITS is a big day. As production manager, I start my day off by planning the day's work for the boys. I oversee the CNC operations to make sure all the builds are up to spec, and I work closely with Adam, our planning manager, to ensure we meet our lead times. The team we've built here at MITS over the past few years has grown to be one of the most talented and dedicated teams in the game, and it's an absolute pleasure to be a part of it.
Luke has been with MITS for the last 2 years and has always led from the front, ensuring we have all the parts we need to complete the jobs. After each individual part has been cut, they then need to be folded on the press brake.
So all the parts come off the router, I get them all cleaned, I run them through the press, change all the dies, punches, everything around to suit what material and everything I'm folding. I have to check everything against the drawing, make sure everything comes out to what it's supposed to, so we get a good final product.
Once the parts have been folded, they are sent over to one of our welding bays, where they are welded out and start to resemble our trays and canopies.
An average day for me at MITS is fabricating trays, cutting all my material up and then fabricating the frames, and then the guys on the CNC cut all my beds for me and then I weld them all together. So I've been here for 13 months and I love everything about my job. I get a lot of pride seeing a vehicle on the road that we've worked on. The 2400 tray on a MITS truck is a good length, as it's got the 1600 canopy and it allows you a bit extra room to put firewood and dirt blocks on the back. I'm excited to see the MITS truck finish, as it's going to look absolutely mint on the road.
I started my sheet metal apprenticeship in 2017. I've just been signed off as a fully qualified tradesman now, which is great. We first started making mining platforms for dump trucks and all that, and now we're making trays and canopies, which is sick. Building canopies is super time consuming, but also really, really rewarding in the end. Seeing your jobs out on the street and people love them, it's awesome.
As one of the earliest employees at MITS Alloy, Elliot has experienced the evolution of the company firsthand. He has worked every aspect of the production process and become a well-rounded tradesperson who takes a great deal of pride in his work. After welding is complete, if the job has powder coating, it rolls over to our own powder shop to be coated with the selected colour. The ebony black we have selected for the tray and canopy is more resistant to wear and tear, so it makes sense given that we'll be treating the cruiser as a remote tourer and putting it in some places we probably shouldn't. After baking in the oven, the jobs then come back to the front of the shop where they enter the assembly bay to receive all the selected options ready for fitment. Assembly is a time-consuming process that requires a keen eye for detail.
As an accessories assembler at MITS Alloy, I do many different things, from building the toolboxes, jerry cans, trundle drawers, and all your drawer systems, along with the fridge cages as well. So it's pretty much anything that goes into your canopy. So with our 79 series cruiser build, we've had a lot of different parts that have gone towards that build, along with under tray boxes, front and rear, spare wheel carrier, and 2 jerry can holders, along with painted sideboards and a canopy. Along with that, I always have to make sure that everything's sitting at a perfect level to be going out to the customers, so no burrs, no imperfections. If that's the case, it gets sent back throughout the production line to be able to be rectified, so you guys get the best product possible.
In the next episode of our cruiser build, we'll be fitting the finished tray and canopy to the vehicle. We'll also be installing the red arc system along with the rest of the canopy internals. We also got a shipment from our mates down at Spares Box, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on the next episode.